We
Yeah.
live. We are live right on time.
Oh my gosh, what happened to my laptop?
Like it's not working at all. We are live right on time.
Like the screen just went black. Hey, I'm the big dogs. Is back live every
It
Monday and
felt like a
Friday.
it felt like a long 4 days. I don't know why.
It did feel like a long 4 days. It did feel like a long 4 days. Live every Monday and Friday, 7:30 Eastern time, right here on YouTube.com. That is youtube.com/underbigdogs youtube.com/at underbigdogs. And we're live here every Monday and Friday at 7:30 Eastern time. We're thinking about changing those times. So stay tuned for that possible switch because football is starting, and we want to hit certain time slots, so that things could be a little interesting, a little intriguing for our viewers and for those who come onto the show to deliberate these sport topics with us, man. Here at Under Big Dogs, one thing that we always say, one of our quotes, our main quote at Under Big Dogs is, if you love sports, make talking sports a part of your livelihood. All right, like that's just like we just where I'm from, we used to love talking sports, me and my dudes, man, and we couldn't get enough of it. And it was so therapeutic for us, that, I really can't put it into words. Just know that, it kept us grounded, it kept us happy, it kept us whole. And there's so many things in life that can do that. But if you love sports, that's certainly one of the options. And so I just think, not, nothing over the top crazy, but once, twice a week, you're talking sports, engaging in something that you genuinely love. And that's what this platform is for. So definitely take the time to populate the show. Like while you're watching, if you see a topic that you want to talk about, that you want in on, join the show, get in on these live streams with us and be heard. The instructions on how to join is on our IG story. If you are not in any of our Under Big Dog portals, we have a Under Big Dog Instagram portal and we have a Under Big Dog cell phone messaging portal. If you're not in any of those portals, let us know so that we can get you in there so that you can see how to join the live streams. Join the live streams, and get in these sports conversations, because this is what the show is for the sports public, for the sports fans, the sports world, to come in and deliberate sports, have a therapeutic session of just simply deliberating, debating, talking sports on the hottest sports topics out there. We got some sports news, Gator.
We do always. So we'll start with the NBA. We're gonna talk a little bit about this more, but the Lakers signed Christian Wood. We're gonna have a topic about that later, so I won't get much into that. But Lakers did sign Christian Wood, and then
Yeah.
we also got some FIBA news. Unfortunately, Team USA has perished today. They are out of FIBA. They got upset by Germany. Anthony Edwards led the way with 23 points, but it simply wasn't enough. They were down by 12. They were down by 12. I was watching the game. They were down by 12 with 5 minutes left. They made a run. They got it down to 1 point. But
She,
but Germany closed it out in the final minute. So, and Canada lost as well. Canada was the second favorite. So, it's Serbia versus Germany in the finals, and it looks like Germany's got the team. So it looks like Germany's about to take home a World Cup. So
awesome, which is
good luck to
awesome
both of
for.
those countries. But obviously we all USA fans over here. So
I
unfortunate
mean, I'm not,
loss.
I'm not against USA. I'm not against USA, but you know me, when
Who
it
said
comes down to
against?
that, yeah,
What do you
I
mean?
feel as though, and just being straightforward and honest, you know, we, adopted this country. This is our adopted country as African Americans. This is our adopted country. So I always felt as though, if you want to play this whole country game, then let's
Play for your
really do
actual
it.
country. Yeah.
And yeah, and play for one of the African countries. You know what I mean? Like go play for one of the
No,
African
I
countries.
like that too. I feel that too. But I think it's different if you're born here. Maybe that's what.
Again,
I mean, they
again.
have that choice. They have that choice.
No, I,
So
I see. Honestly, I don't think so. I'm here to enlighten them. Shoot, I'm here to enlighten them. They
tell them,
missing that. They
tell them.
missing that understanding. Like, yo,
Yeah,
I'm out. We adopted this country. We wasn't born like our ancestors wasn't born here. Our ancestors was brought here. So I feel as though we need to tap into what country we might as African Americans. Like as we tap into what country you might want to play for, like outside of America. Like just think about those things. Like is it one of those countries in Africa and stuff like that? I always felt like that. I always felt like when
and
it
it's
came down
weird.
to World Cup.
It's weird because like in FIFA and like in soccer, they do that more often than not. They play for their home countries. The
Right,
African players that are playing in America will go and play for South Africa or Ghana
right,
or you know what I mean.
right,
So
right, right, right,
it's
right.
it's
Yeah, yeah.
I guess they
So
I guess they just want a gold medal though. I mean, winning a gold medal is part of it too. I guess you got some people a little selfish. Maybe it's a little bit bigger than just playing. Maybe you want a gold medal. So I mean, I
yeah,
can't. Uh, and playing on a star-studded team like that got to be fun. But I agree with you. I agree with you though.
Batman. Do you got any quick takes on
Yeah, USA
on
lost
on
today. Did you see that?
USA going down?
I told you so. We're quick to take us more than that. King, for your take, you said that something about we didn't land on Plymouth Rock. Plymouth Rock landed on us. That's what you say about other people going back to Africa. You never heard the term. It looked like Gator didn't either. We didn't land on Plymouth Rock. Plymouth Rock landed on us. Brung us back to Plymouth Rock, and we ruled on every American sport that they invented. Now that being said, if you want to play for your country, like Gator say, play for it and win this little whatever FIBA basketball thing. But when that was the seed, when that went, so when the 18 plays, all the countries going to recognize and bow down.
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah. Once the Olympics comes around, it's not even close. That Olympic roster is insane. I would like to see more players. It really diminishes FIBA for me. It stinks. It stinks because like I would like to see more players play in FIBA. It broke records this year for NBA players playing in FIBA, so hopefully that continues over the next couple years. The Olympics isn't the only world championship, so I do hope they take FIBA a little more seriously. Going, it's just fun to watch good basketball. It doesn't matter what
other
you know what I
countries
mean.
do. Other
Yeah.
countries do. They play their best
Oh,
players.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Look at Germany fight there. They when they won today, they felt it looked like they won the NBA championship.
Yeah.
It's very important to those players, man. So Dennis Schroeder, Daniel Tice going home to play for their country. So congrats to them. They're in the finals. I don't really know. I think Vucevic is on Serbia. So good luck to the NBA players in the finals, man. Um, and that's it for FIBA. I think that game is this weekend. It might be actually it might be Monday. I don't know, but good luck to both teams in the finals.
Who cares?
Other NFL other NFL news. Now we'll switch over to NFL news. We got Travis Kelsey suffered an injury. We most people probably already know this, but he was out last night, and Patrick Mahomes definitely missed him. So we'll talk about that a little more. Two huge signings. One right before kickoff yesterday. Nick Bosa and Joe Burrow finally signed their contracts.
Woo, big.
Joe Burrow wasn't really holding out, but the Nick Bosa thing was huge. Game week, they needed him back in that building. Signed a $170 million $5 extension, the highest paid defensive player in the history of the game, with $122 million guaranteed, and he's getting $50 million of that up front this year. So, congrats to Nick Bosa, and then we also got Joe Burrow signed. He is now the richest player in the NFL. signed a $275 million extension for 5 years, $219 million guaranteed. I mean,
That's a
rightfully
lot of
so.
drama. That's a lot
Rightfully
of money.
so. Rightfully so, and the next big quarterback's gonna get more. So those quarterback contracts are insane. So
That's why the running backs are complaining.
no, they did that. I definitely get it. I definitely get it. Those contracts are insane. So more NFL news. Christian Watson is actually out week 1 for the Packers. That's their best receiver. So I'm expecting a Bears victory easily now. I didn't like their offense to begin with, and now they're missing their star wide receiver. That's going to be a tough game for them. Luckily, they're playing the Bears, and news out of New York Football Giants. Your tight end is hurt. Your star-studded tight end, Darren Waller, might miss week 1.
Oh, who cares? We got that
Who
new tag.
cares?
Who cares?
Hey, you want to enlighten him about how good Darren Waller is?
He's very good.
I'm a Giant fan, so come on.
He's very good.
What's that cat
Oakland.
name out of Oakland? Or what?
That's where you got him, out of Oakland. Yeah. Las Vegas. You're right. Yeah.
What?
Yeah, you're right.
Ooh.
Las Vegas.
Next man up. And that's why they signed him.
Who we got?
No, I think that's what he's talking about. That's who he's talking about.
Who?
Darren Waller came out of Las Vegas. A trade from Las Vegas.
Yeah.
That's what he's talking
And
about.
he can ball.
No,
Yeah,
he's the one that's
He's the
injured.
one that's hurt.
That's what
he's the one
talking
that's
about.
hurt?
Yes.
That's what
you're
he's
in
saying.
trouble.
I'm bugging. I just bugged out. My bad.
It's okay.
It's a big injury. It is.
It
It's
is.
a big injury. It just
That's it.
came. The news just came out today, so it literally just came out a few hours ago. So.
What was the injury? You didn't know what's bothering him or what?
I think it's hamstring.
Hamstring.
Yeah, hamstring.
Oh
Question for
no!
week 1. That's what bothered him last year. If you don't remember,
No, not the hamstring, man.
And yeah, that's the news for the week. We're gonna start off talking about the game last night. So
Man, I guess the first question. Yeah. I mean, the first.
Are you
question,
concerned about the Chiefs?
Are you concerned about the Chiefs this season?
If they don't get Kelsey back soon and they don't get their top defensive end back soon, yes, I am. Yes, I am.
How concerned? What's their season outlook?
Okay, tell me how many games both of them going to be out. And I'm going to tell you what their season outlook is. Say they're out 6 games. I see them 1-5.
Wow.
For the spring. Yeah. You didn't see, 6 drops by one player? He should have been cut today. I'd have released him.
That was your old giant, Kadarius Toney. He won the Super Bowl for them, though, so he'll figure it out.
He'll figure it out. Tell that to KC fans.
Yeah, they're not happy last night.
He had to get police escort out of their building.
They should have won that football game. And that's why I'm not concerned, King. They should have won the football game. Like, with everything that happened in that game, Kadarius Toney literally gave the Lions 10 points.
That's the issue though, right? Like,
yeah, but I'm not worried about it. What I'm saying is, like, let me finish that. Like, I guess that point. That's what we should be worried about. But I'm really not worried about Kadarius Toney dropping passes. He'll figure that out. Patrick Mahomes even said, like, Kadarius Toney didn't get a lot of reps in camp because of an injury he had. He gonna work at it. That is not gonna be an every week thing for the Chiefs.
So it's a couple things you're doing, but I'll let you finish, guys.
So, like, what I saw yesterday was just miscues. I saw week 1 mistakes last night. Very uncharacteristic mistakes from the Chiefs. Once they get Kelsey back, it's not supposed to be a long injury. He should be back next week or the week after. They should have won that football game. Literally, Kadarius Toney drops a pass right in his hands. It bounces off of him into a Lions defender for a pick 6. That's 7 points. Because the Kansas City defense last night without Chris Jones played very well. They gave up 4. That is not true. That team is explosive. That team can be explosive, especially with the playmakers they got now. But I mean,
No, I mean, yeah, that
Sam
I want to say
Laporta,
they were,
Amon-Ra St. Brown, Jameer Gibbs,
I
David
want to say
Montgomery.
they were a top. They were, I want to say, a top 4 offense
They
last
were
year.
they were explosive last year. And without Chris Jones, the Kansas City defense held them to 14 points. Let's remember 7 points came off a pick six that went right out of Kadarius Toney's hands. And then he dropped the game-winning. He catches that ball, they're in field goal range, game over. So literally 10 points Kadarius Toney kind of gave away from them. I think it was just week one. Kadarius Toney's a really good football player. He'll figure that out. I'm not worried. I'm not worried. They
But
should have won the game.
My issue with your take on that is the fact that we know that Kadarius Toney cannot stay healthy. This is part of the reason why the Giants
He
traded
would
him.
have been better if he wasn't on the field last night.
Again, but you're saying that you look forward to Kadarius Toney playing well moving forward. That's what you just said. And what I'm saying is he's very injury prone his whole career. This is what part of the reason why the Giants traded him.
Yeah.
He got to the Chiefs. As soon as he got to the Chiefs, he got hurt. Like last year, as soon as he got there, he got hurt. Yes, he made splash plays in the Super Bowl. However, as soon as the season was over, what happens? First week of training camp, hurt, out all training camp. So not only is he rusty, first of all, he's never put together a season that should have us thinking that he's some great player.
Yeah, that's why I'm not worried about it. I don't.
So the emphasis on him being, he'll be fine. Like he's never showed us he was great.
Let me clarify that. I don't mean like Kadarius Toney's gonna be like. I expect him to be better. I don't think Kadarius Toney matters. I think you take care of Kadarius Toney off that offense. I don't think it matters. I don't think they need him. Is what I'm saying. I'm just saying one player threw the game away last night. He has to be better going forward, even a little bit. Like he's not just gonna an NFL wide receiver is not just gonna continuously drop passes like that. If that he's gonna be on the bench, he's gonna go with practice squad. He's gonna be released. He's gonna get traded. Like I don't. It can't get much worse than last night. Is what I'm saying.
And all I'm saying, yeah, and all I'm saying is if they don't have their top guns, like Batman said, Travis Kelce, bruh, this offense, we sleep on the safety net that Juju was for Patrick Mahomes last year. Juju had a really good season as a wide receiver last season, and in the postseason he played really well, and in the championship game made clutch catches. When you combine that with a Travis Kelce, you got some great things. No Juju, no Travis Kelce. It's just this continuous naive kind of like pompous ego vibes that I'm getting from this Kansas City offense at this point. Like they just feel as if they could throw anybody in there and they'll be totally fine. And I'm not like, bro, I believe in great players. I believe in players. Like you're not about to just say, I'm so good of an offensive mind that I can throw Gator, Batman, and King Bradley out there and we're going to execute at a high level. No, we clearly saw that Detroit Lions defense wasn't necessarily incredible. However, guys couldn't make catches. Guys was
And don't say guy. It was literally Kadarius Toney.
No.
Sky Moore dropped one pass.
The rookie had a drop as well.
Rasheed Rice? No, I think he had the best game out of any of the wide receivers. I think he had the best game.
Sky Moore had a drop. Patrick Mahomes was overthrowing Sky Moore, underthrowing Sky Moore. So like this naive sort of view of like we could throw anybody in there, I think is going to smack them in the face. Now, obviously, if Kelce comes back, then that changes the dynamic of the entire offense completely. So, but yeah, where my concerns are, yeah, they're high. My concerns are high right now.
Wow.
They're looking
They
like
should have won the football game.
They're looking again. The reasons why they lost is because they have scrubs out there. This is what you're missing. This is why my concerns are high. As long as you move,
scrub. He's not.
He's never showed us anything else. He's never showed us that he was not a scrub.
You're only calling him a
Kadarius
scrub because of his injury history. When he was on the Giants, he was wilding.
He's been at this is year 4 for him. Year 4.
When he's on the
So,
field and healthy, he's not a scrub.
This is year 4. He's never shown me anything thus this to this point that will make me call him anything other than the bottom of the totem pole at the wide receiver position.
Wow.
At the end of the day, my point is, if the Chiefs go forward with the roster as currently constructed, just like Batman said, no Kelsey, no Chris Jones. Yes, I will be very concerned. Are you kidding me? Like,
they'll play better offensive team.
Wait,
like,
but Kelsey's back week 2 or 3. Like, so wait.
Okay.
So with that knowledge, how?
Well, so let me ask you this then: without Kelsey, without Chris Jones, how concerned would you be for the Chiefs?
Oh, very concerned.
Thank you. Okay, so we're on the same page. You're making me feel like we're not on the same page.
Not defensively. The defense showed out last night. Offensively, yes.
I will be concerned defensively on a consistent
They got a linebacker over there.
That's one game. Woo. That's one game.
No, whoa. He had a good season last year. He's wearing a captain.
No, I'm talking about as a defense.
Oh.
As a unit. That's one game where they played well. But Jared Goff was still moving the ball pretty efficiently. Like, it wasn't a bad game for Goff. He took what the defense gave him. He played. He did what he enough.
I think Andy Reid got out coached last night. I think Andy Reid got out coached last night too. I think they kicked. I think the Chiefs. No, I think the Chiefs kicked. No, listen. I think the Chiefs kicked 2 weird field goals that that Andy Reid would normally go for, and it's why they lost the game. They had 2 4th and 2s driving down and settled for field goals.
There's so many.
The normal
bad
Andy, and then they got caught on the fake punt. Like,
there's so many bad things.
He got out coached last night. He got out coached.
So your take is that you're not concerned when not only are their players, they're lacking in talent right now. They're also, like you said, getting out coached on top of that.
Yeah. Week one.
Your whole entire take right now is super confusing.
It's week 1 jitters, bro. They are the Super Bowl champs. They got past Mahomes.
They got about week 1 jitters on the Super Bowl champions.
Week one jitters without their top 2 players, like you said.
It was rain day in Kansas City. Rain day, yo.
You think 1 in 5? What? You think 1 in 5 though? That's a little crazy.
Without no Kelsey, without no Chris Jones. Watch out! I'm telling you, like, bro, the AFC, as we all know, is very, very stacked. Very stacked. You don't play around with this AFC. Play around with this. If you're the Chiefs,
no. They lost the 1 seed. They lost the 1 seed already.
We know you're the Super Bowl champs. We know you got Mahomes. Play around with this AFC if you want to.
Yeah.
Play around.
They can't have 4 losses this year, so that's one
already.
Play
around with this AFC
if you want the playoffs to go through Arrowhead, you cannot lose 4 games this year.
Any closing statements on that, Batman?
No. Kelsey Jones don't play 6 games. 1 in 5. I called that win. I called early. Hit King up, and I said, King, I got the Lions for this win. And then King
a lot of people did. I was the only one that said Chiefs.
King asked me why. I said, this year I am not going on superstition and this and that. I'm going on talent. Now, this year, everybody knows they have talent. And another team, outcoached. Yeah, no, that was outplayed. That for one, that coach he played for the Giants and he played for the Colts, tight end. He's one of the toughest
coached a very good game last night. He coached a very good game last night.
He out-coached him on more of motivation. Like, who?
He out-coached Coach Reid in every single stat category last night.
Who anywhere? People watching, people at Arrowhead, people anywhere would have thought he would have faked that punt. Who?
At their own 10-yard line, week 1 on the road.
10-yard line.
No, not only that. On the 3rd and 1, Andy Reid's getting cute late game, taking the ball out of Patrick Mahomes' hand, throwing a little. throwing trick plays like with Kadarius Toney. It's just like he got outcoached last night. Do you buy? Since we're talking about Dan Campbell, though, that leads into the next topic. Do you buy into the Lions' hype this year?
No.
Why not?
No.
Wow.
And I'm gonna go back and contradict myself. You know why?
I know because you just like the coach. You just said
just like the coach and his motivational skills. But as far as his coaching, he better never try that fake punt again. I'll tell you that. He pulled that off, and they marched down and scored a touchdown.
One game at a time. So I don't think he'll try again.
I don't think he's gonna have a better season than he did last year. But
if he has, that's the point though. If
they won 5 out of their last 6. The Lions won 5 out of their last 6. If he has a better season
than he did last year, they're in the playoffs. You know, they finished. I want to say, what did they finish? 8-9.
They finished 9-8, and they lost week 16 out of they won 5 of their last 6, but that one loss was to Carolina.
What did they finish? 9-8.
9-8. They should have beat Carolina, man. God.
That's fine, but I'm just saying. I'm saying
they would have finished 10-7 if they did.
I'm talking about Batman's comment.
They went 9-8.
If they finish better than last season,
I wasn't impressed with their offense.
They finished 4th in the league last year. I mean,
they got a great. I heard they keep talking about this offensive line, which yesterday improved. They look pretty good. They running backs paid for a good line. The running backs came off. I don't like their quarterback.
Wait until they unleash Jahmyr Gibbs. Just wait.
I don't like the quarterback.
Again. I mean, I definitely buy into the Lions this year. I won't necessarily say that he outcoached Andy, because if it wasn't for those receivers having bad games, this is a different game. But if, again, like me and Batman keep emphasizing, if they don't get Travis Kelce back in that lineup, then
let's talk about the Lions, man.
I'm just saying, if they don't get Travis Kelce back in this lineup, then yes, like they're going to struggle. And so I won't want to say out coach, but the Lions though definitely have a team this year. Infinite Gray, thank you for joining the chat. Thank you for watching the show. Thank you for tuning in. If the Detroit Lions this year, as people know, look at my playoff predictions on our social media accounts. I got the Detroit Lions in the playoffs.
We both
without a doubt,
winning the division.
Forget the division or the conference that they're in. It's more so about what Dan Campbell is instilling in that organization. That Batman touched on just a little bit. Like right now, it's like a lot of things. You have to take the times we're in into consideration. You just have to. We're in times where whoever is influential, who's motivating, who's captivating, who can move, who can lead guys, who can move guys. Those are the teams, those are the situations, whether it's in sports or in life, that are getting the job done right now. And Dan Campbell is one of those dudes who is moving those guys, getting into the hearts and minds of those guys, and they're all in there, run through a wall for him. And I just feel as though when you got the two-headed monster in the backfield, David Montgomery and Jahmyr Gibbs, you got Amon-Ra St. Brown, you got Jameson Williams coming back, you got Sam Laporta, you got that offensive line. That offense finished 4th in all of in the league in offense last season. It was the defense that was at the bottom of the league last year, and their defense improved. They grabbed what's the dude name from the Eagles?
CJ Gardner-Johnson, and their draft pick, the guy who picked the ball off yesterday, is supposedly very good out of Alabama. So, and then they got Aiden Hutchinson.
And then, of course, they got Aiden Hutchinson from Michigan. So it's just like, don't like this defense. They like I told Gator this. This is what I said. I said last year I was watching the Lions a lot. It wasn't about whether or not they was not playing hard. It had nothing to do with that. They played very hard. It had everything to do with execution. It was just poor execution, missed reads, broken coverages. That's all it had to do with. But were they hitting hard and playing hard?
Yeah.
Yes. And so they're still hitting hard and playing hard right now. They got the personnel. Another year with Dan Campbell. So it's just like, yeah, what in the NFC? Absolutely. I'm all in on the Lions this season. Finally, Detroit has a team.
Yeah,
Finally.
I agree with everything you said, King. The only thing I'm gonna add on to that is the only thing I don't like about their team is their wide receiver core right now. Josh Reynolds and Marvin Jones Jr. looked horrible last night.
Horrible.
Dropping balls, they were fumbling.
They did.
I think this is going to be a second half team that is just going to fly. I think the Detroit Lions, they're going to go like 4-2. I don't think they're going to be like this team where they come out of the gun 6-0. But when they get Jameson Williams back and could stretch the field, when they get that speedster on that field that could stretch the field, because Amon-Ra St. Brown is a top 5 most underrated receiver in the NFL. He is a true number one. He is a true number one. But he got no help right now. When they get that speedster back from Alabama, hopefully
why
he
can't
accidentally
they go 6-1? Why can't they go 6-1? I mean 6-0.
I didn't think Seattle. They looked Go ahead.
I'm just saying they got Seattle next game. After that, Atlanta.
That could be a loss. That could be a loss.
We're not
it
talking
could,
about
man.
Listen,
where's the Seattle game?
We're not talking. It's at home, but listen, we're not talking about what could be a loss. I'm not saying names that are definitive losses, neither. Though I'm not saying the Jets or the Bills or teams like that. I'm saying.
Well, I would have said the Seattle. Chiefs. I would have said the Chiefs were a definitive loss too. So, but again, keep going.
I'm saying
keep going.
Seattle, Atlanta, Green Bay, Carolina, Tampa Bay. That's their next 5 games.
I think they go 4-2, but I mean it's okay. Whatever. 4-2, 5-1.
Yeah,
who cares?
I don't see the momentum that this team has right now.
There's a lot of stuff I didn't like yesterday. There's a lot of stuff I didn't like that I hope gets corrected. I think they're a good football team. I agree with most of you said, but I get the hesitation of people like saying, "Oh, I'm buying all into that." If we're going back to the topic, I could see why Batman would say, yeah, they won yesterday, but it wasn't pretty. It wasn't pretty. Like
it was pretty.
They got gifted it.
Pretty. It was pretty.
I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say that.
It was pretty.
I wouldn't say that.
People miss what the game of football is all the time. People look at mistakes in football as if that's not football. Like drop passes, fumbles. That's why we love football so much.
Yeah, but you could still talk about what it is. You could still talk about what it is.
No, you can talk about it, but guess what? The next game you play, guess what you're gonna do? Make mistakes. Like you don't avoid mistakes in football.
Sure.
This is the beauty of the game. Why we love one of the reasons why we love it so much is because it's so unpredictable. Out of nowhere, somebody fumbled, turned the ball over. Out of nowhere, somebody fumbled, turned the ball over. Out of nowhere, it was a block.
The Lions had mistakes too. They were going in the first quarter.
But this is my point. It was a beautiful football game. Like, let's not act like that is football.
That was definitely a fun. It was definitely a fun football game.
What is this reality where we want a clean, perfect game where nothing bad happens in the game of football? Like, these things are going to happen. Oh, they should have won. No, they should have lost. That's like, you gotta in football, you have to overcome your mistakes. That's the game. That's the name of the game. How can we're going to make mistakes, point blank period. How do we still come on top even on with those mistakes? And they didn't. So, what we got next?
Dak. We're talking about Giants, Dallas here. Nice little preview before we make our final predictions later. I didn't even know this. King put me onto this. Dak has won 10 straight games against your G-Men. Did you know that?
G-Men won two more Super Bowls after Cowboys. Who cares?
Not since
Next question. Who cares?
not since Dak's
I'm
been the
at-
quarterback.
Look,
What?
the question is, does it continue this Monday night? What is your
Definitely.
I know we got
I think
predictions later. We
no,
got
we
week
could
one
do it. We could do
predictions
this one.
later,
We could do this. It's
but
fine.
this is fine, right? This is totally fine.
Yeah, it's
Batman,
fine.
Dak got 10 straight wins against the G men.
Right.
Analytical hat on, not your Giants hat on. Put your analytical hat on. Does that 10-game winning streak against the New York Football Giants continue this Monday night?
Okay, I'm gonna go a little off topic to say my reason why. Then KC never lost a first game of the season. What, 6 games in a row? And then they played the Detroit Lions at home on a ring ceremony. Dropped the flag, showed them Super Bowl champs. Sold out stadium. Now, what's the question?
That's
And
a
You know the
team.
question. You know the
football.
question.
the Giants is a possibly could win. The Giants. Do you think the Giants don't know that?
This is
You
the
think
worst
Giants,
first game the Giants could have got on that schedule.
you think the Giants is going to try to lose their home game, first game of the season, and their first home game?
They're not going to
The
try, but they
fans
will.
And they Diamond D, we gonna see what Diamond, all that training and workout he did in the off season. We're gonna see. We're gonna see something different. Yes, the tight end is out. Yes, but we have a tight end that can play. We do have a tight end that still can play, and that's not the tight ends for the Giants is not big focus like they used to be. They wanted to be part of it too. That guy always get hurt every time. So it was predictable he was going whatever could happen to him. But now, I'm not going to analytically, the Giants should win this game. Not because of, huh?
That's a bad matchup for the Giants. It's a
I was
bad
surprised.
matchup for them. It's a bad matchup for your football
I
Giants.
want it to be, and I want it to be. You know why? I want the Giants to play this team because everybody is picking, honestly, is picking Dallas to go to the Super Bowl. Everybody picking
Your son included. He chose the Cowboys to go to the Super Bowl.
And if the Giants should come out on top of this first game, home game against Dallas, watch King change his mind, and then he gonna say the New York Giants, the New York Football Giants, the G-Men is gonna go to the Super Bowl this year. I was trying to be quiet on King's pick with the Cowboys, and I'm telling you right now.
Should I divert and let him make his choices now? He didn't get to make his predictions, King.
He didn't. He didn't.
Now, if the King, can I ask you, if the Giants win Sunday night, would you change your mind on the Dallas Cowboys going to the Super Bowl?
Yes.
Week
Thank you
one,
very
you would. Week one, you would
Yep.
give up on your pick. Week one, you would give up on your prediction.
Yep. Because they shouldn't lose to this Giants team.
It's on the road. Week one, they definitely could.
They shouldn't lose to this.
It's only a 3
This
points.
is my whole thing.
They're only
my whole
3-point
thing.
favorites.
Anytime a team, you see, like Kansas City, like he said, didn't lose the first game of the season in like 6 years. And when you look at the 40, like when teams go on runs, like
I
Super
agree,
Bowl
Inf.
runs, they always start off hot. Like they don't play around. It's right out the gate. Whoa, 6-0. Whoa, look out for that team. So I'm looking for, if Dallas is serious contenders, like I think they are, I'm looking for them right out the gate. Defense, don't just talk about it, be about it. They saying that you're supposed to be one of the best defenses at like historical. You have potential to be a historically great defense. Like right out the gate, smash Danny Dimes. Right out the gate, stifle Saquon Barkley. Right out the gate, and don't let Darren Waller not be out there. Like my goodness. And then you got that poor rookie that they got from Tennessee having to deal with Trayvon Diggs on one side and Stephon Gilmore on the other side. It's like I don't see a
What?
path
Who?
for the Giants. I don't see a path for the Giants to win this football game. I got infinite grace that sorry bet. Giants are going down. Cowboys are a better team, hands down. Look, I agree. I agree with Inf on that, man. I agree because, and we'll see it. I mean, of course, the whole world is going to tune in. You know,
Sunday night football,
Listen, I ask
man.
you, King. Ask if Giants beat Cowboys,
He can
would
hear
he
you.
change the Cowboys?
He can hear you.
Okay, if would you change the Cowboys?
again, like I said though, Batman, if the Giants beat Cowboys, I'm out on Cowboys going to the Super Bowl. I'm out on that because they should lose.
You hear in that chat? He's giving up on his prediction already. It's only week 1.
Nah. That I ain't giving up on my prediction because they not gonna lose week. Then, like, I'm a Giants fan. I'm talking from. I got my analytical hat on right now. I'm a Giants fan. I root for the Giants, people. I've got my analytical hat on right now. Dallas should win this football game.
Are you worried? Are you worried that it's only a 3-point line?
That it's only a 3-point that because they're at home. The reason why that the Cowboys only favor by 3 is because they're at home.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
It'd be 6 if they were in Dallas.
Yeah, it'd be more.
Which is your 3-point swing.
Welcome in. So you got the Cowboys winning on Sunday night. Welcome in. Oh, you got you got the other stream on. You got to mute the live stream on your other device. Anyway, but no, we can move. What is the next topic for us, Gator? We'll let Inf get the technicals figured out.
I didn't even get to talk about the Cowboys. Jeez.
Oh,
okay.
Go ahead.
I'm
your
just
point
kidding.
in.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
No,
I agree. I agree with you. I agree with you. I know. This is a bad matchup for the Giants, especially week 1, because you don't have the receivers to stretch those corners. You just don't. Well, Jalen Hyatt better become good very quickly because there's no. You guys have no receivers that can stretch the Giants. You got to you're missing Darren Waller. If Darren Waller doesn't play, you're missing a big body tight end. So, like, it's just Micah Parsons matches up with Saquon Barkley very well. I think Micah Parsons probably wins Defensive Player of the Year this year. So, like, they have that Van Der Esch Parsons.
I'm still mad at the Giants for trading back in that draft when they could have drafted Micah Parsons. Still mad at the Giants for that.
He's amazing. He probably wins Defensive Player of the Year this year.
You got Dak continuing his 10-game winning streak against the Giants this Sunday night?
Yeah, of course. The Giants, the Cowboys are way better team.
That man like,
hi. He can't wait. He can't wait.
Giants, man.
So y'all all got the Cowboys.
Who's going to stop Michael Parsons? That's what I want to know. Who's going to stop Michael Parsons on that
team? Van Der Esch, too. Stephon Gilmore.
Who's going to stop them?
They got a squad.
On that Giants team.
They got a squad.
Giants play team.
We'll see. I'm telling you. And then the Giants play the Cowboys offense.
How's your offensive line, King?
Number 13 is going to have an
You got to ask Batman that question. How's the offensive line over there?
Because if it's not good, Daniel Jones going to be running a lot.
Not good. They didn't upgrade their offensive line from last year.
Daniel Jones can run, though.
The Cowboys are going to have a field day. That D-line's going to have a field day. They really are. Micah Parsons is about to go crazy Sunday night.
I can't wait till Monday get here.
I remember last year I went into Foot Locker. The guy was like, "Yo, Giants gonna kill the Cowboys." I said, "You really believe that?" He was like, "Yeah, I'm telling you." I was like, "All right." That day, Cowboys beat they, but I went back into that same Foot Locker. I said, "Yo, what happened?" He was like, "Yeah, nah, you was right. Michael Parsons and that D ain't no joke. I told you that." And he was like, "Yeah, you right, OG. That defense ain't no joke, man. The Cowboys, and then they got offense to go along with that defense. That's the thing. They well rounded.
Okay, great. So you got dollars. I'm taking you got dollars to go to the Super Bowl then. With that great defense.
Yeah.
Now, I didn't know you had Dallas going to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, I got Dallas going to the Super Bowl.
Okay. If the Giants beat them Sunday night, would you change your mind?
No.
I would. I would.
How?
Because
it's one game. It's
no,
one game.
No, you got to come out, make a statement, man. I would change my pick. Make a statement. Make a statement.
It's not about the beginning of the season. It's about the end.
Yes, it is. Yes,
no,
it is.
Not.
Yes, it
the
is.
Niners won 3-4 last year.
What? And they didn't make it to the Super Bowl?
They lost to the Bears week 1.
They didn't make it to the Super Bowl. Period.
Oh, my God.
Period. The year that they did make it to the Super Bowl, though, guess what they started out? Like 6-0, 8-0. Like, you got to come out the gate. Usually teams that go to the Super Bowl, they come out the gate, and we know
it's
who
better to
they
become
are.
hot. It's better to become hot late than in the beginning.
Okay.
That's why the Giants won 2 Super Bowls.
Okay. I mean, they did, and they didn't necessarily have great seasons. What's our next topic?
Caleb Williams, I believe.
Oh, okay. So this one, and we'll touch on quickly.
No, it's interesting. It's interesting. It's definitely
we'll let everybody get their take in quickly. Should Caleb Williams stay at USC if he doesn't like the team that got the number 1 overall pick?
That's what his dad said. His dad said, why should he go to the NFL when he could stay in college? Especially with the NIL money now that you can make. You don't necessarily have to rush into the NFL.
Somebody offered like 1.3 million already and stuff like that to stay.
I'm just asking the question. Like, I mean, okay, his father said, okay, if it's a bad situation, if we see that whoever got that number 1 team and it's a bad organization, we don't really like that organization, and we'll look to opt to just come back and let him play his senior year at USC before instead of just leaving and going to that bad organization. Is that
what's wrong with that? There's nothing wrong with that. He wouldn't be the first player that done that.
No, he definitely would. He definitely would, because the times have changed now. People wanted to go in the NFL because they wanted to get paid. Now you could get paid without going to the NFL. It was illegal. The NCAA would.
No, I think what he mean is, Gator, that he wouldn't be the first to do that, in the sense that with Eli Manning got selected by the Chargers, but he already told the Chargers, I ain't showing up for y'all. Before they drafted him, he's like, I know y'all got the number 1 pick, but I ain't showing up. And so they traded him to the Giants.
Okay, it wasn't common, right? Though, right? It wasn't like
another example of that there was somebody else there was another example of that. I forget who it was. It was Eli Manning, and it was somebody else who also won Super Bowls because of that. But I forget who that player was that just said, look, I'm not playing. I don't want to play for y'all. I know y'all got the pick, but I don't want to play for y'all. So, it's not possible. It's very possible. But I just want to know what y'all think he should do. Batman was talking about.
He don't like the team that he will pick him. Stay in. Why not? But the thing is, what if the same situation happens the following year? You do that.
And my thought process about that is it's not like historically. It's like if you get the number 1 pick, it really does change your franchise around. If you go through like the last 10 number 1 picks, most of the players, if not 80% of them, I'm just thinking like off the top of my head here. I'll even read some off. Besides, we don't know what Bryce Young is going to do this year, but Trayvon Walker, Trevor Lawrence, Jacksonville is very good right now. Like, very good. Joe Burrow, the Bengals are very good right now. Kyler Murray had very good seasons with Arizona. The only weird one is Baker Mayfield, but I'm pretty sure Baker Mayfield, his rookie year, won a lot of games, if I'm not mistaken, no? When he came in for
Cleveland?
When he came in for Cleveland midway through. Myles Garrett, Jared Goff had a very good season with the Rams. They went to the Super Bowl. So this notion of if you go to a bad or a bad team because they had the number 1, you're supposed to change.
No, it's not even bad team. It's not even about the bad team. It's the bad organization. So if it's so, for example, if it's like let's just throw organizations out there. For example, if an organization like the Houston Texans, we all know how toxic that organization is, or the Cleveland Browns, but now they're trying to change it around, or the Detroit Lions, like a toxic organization like that is kind of like where just functionally top to bottom.
I don't know if that's what they mean, though. I don't know if that's what they mean, but I would like more clarification. I would want more clarification on that.
This is what you're missing, Gator. It's obviously that's what they mean. Why? Because whoever has the number one pick is they got the worst record for they got the number one pick for a reason. So regardless, you're going to go to the worst team the previous season. So it's not about because they had a bad season. It's more so organizationally. Do they believe in the organization, the organizational fit? That's what it's about. Trust. And I mean, what do you think?
I think he should stay. I think he should stay. Because you don't want to get yourself caught up in a bad organization, and then then you sign a contract, then you ready to leave out of there after your first year. So you like, what did I get myself into? I think he should stay in. He should stay and then wait for the following year.
When it comes to number one draft
picks, what happens.
When it comes to number one draft picks, though, it usually doesn't turn out that way. It usually works out for them.
Yeah. All those organizations you named were fine. Los Angeles Rams, all those.
I don't know if you remember how bad the Jacksonville Jaguars were a few years ago.
It was horrible.
So
they were horrible. Yeah.
They were.
So
but I mean, that's still a wait. I'm taking a wait and see approach with the Jacksonville Jaguars, though. I mean, yeah, they looking like they moving forward, but they gotta actually show they've been a putrid organization for a long time. They gotta show me that they're no longer that organization. Same with Detroit, even though I believe in Detroit.
And going back to what Batman said, the same thing can happen next year. I'm getting into the NFL. At this point, I'm getting in. I guess it just depends. It just depends on his goals. If he wants to win a national championship, he might want to win a natty. He might want to play another year to win a natty and collect all that NIL money. But if you're a competitor, I don't think you have to think too much about. Unless you're right, I think the only team I would not want to play for, but it's not going to happen because they already have their quarterback, is the Houston Texans. That's the only probably team I would not want to get drafted to right now. Is the Arizona Cardinals a bad organization? That's who's projected to get the number one pick this year.
Right. I mean, I don't know.
Is that a terrible position to be in?
I don't know. All I know is that if what sticking to the question, if when they do their homework at the end of the season and they come to the determinations that it's that team that got the number one overall pick is not a great fit for them, like Batman said, yeah, I mean, okay, I don't want to go. I'm gonna take the gamble and try to get a better situation next year.
Yeah, when I switch over to this, the one thing I will agree on, it's a lot easier to stay in college now. It's a lot easier to make that decision. If it is really bad, it'd be a lot easier to say, hey, I'm gonna stay. Of course,
because all of the NIL money. Yeah. What's our next topic?
Tougher two-way player. I don't know if they're so high on baseball, but Travis Hunter or Shohei Ohtani.
We're fortunate. We got two people who joined the show today, and Batman and who love baseball. So we actually get to get some real baseball analytical points here on this. And I'm gonna shut my mouth because I don't know the game very well. I'm gonna leave that up to Inf and Batman on this one. What is tougher? What is a tougher two-way player to be in football? What Travis Hunter is doing is wide receiver and cornerback, or in baseball, what Ohtani is doing as a pitcher and a hitter. What's harder to be a two-way player on? Batman or Inf?
Baseball.
Yeah, it's not even close.
Baseball.
Talk about it. Talk about enlighten people on why. Specifics.
It doesn't happen, right? It's so rare.
It is very rare.
It's very rare.
Very rare.
And the NFL, but also you got to think about NFL. They don't play two ways in the NFL neither. So it's just as rare. So when Travis Hunter
I thought we were keeping it to like the college level, but
and then even in the college level, they don't play two ways in college. It stops in high school. So no, I mean in the Power 5 programs, they don't play both ways. They don't play both ways in Power 5.
Jabril Peppers did it.
Exactly. And how many years ago was that?
I'm sure there are players that do it. They just may not be very good. You don't know about them.
Okay. But again,
well, and then be a dominant batter as he is, unbelievable. And he'll get 10 strikeouts for you. Win the game both ways. Unbelievable.
Another part of the question.
We understand the talent. I just want you and then Inf to enlighten people why you feel as though Batman feel as though it's harder to play both ways in baseball as a pitcher and a batter than it is in football as a wide receiver.
Let me clarify the question a little bit, King. Are you asking what's the harder position to play, like the harder of the two?
No, or what's harder? What is harder to do? Play both ways as a corner and wide receiver, or play both ways as a batter and pitcher
and be successful right?
Yeah.
Well, of course. Well,
that's a big difference. That's a big thing. Yeah.
Well, what's harder?
Hunter's doing though, King. Hunter is playing corner, right? Or safety.
Yes, corner and receiver. Corner and receiver. Yeah.
You know, like a quarterback, like they get catch too. Their job is to defend, and they know quarterbacks moves. They know wide receivers moves, so he can catch the ball inside of the field. That's his job. It's easier to play wide receiver because they got to defend me now. You know, in baseball, no, really harder is to hit a baseball, man.
Yeah.
After your arm,
probably the hardest thing in all sports. It's probably one of the hardest things of all sports.
After fastball, that's why he can't even pitch no more this season because he's been playing both ways. I believe he's not even pitching no more this season. He's just gonna bat.
He's injured. He's injured. Yeah, he's injured.
Yeah,
he got to have that surgery.
We have never seen a player like Shohei Ohtani in baseball, King.
Never.
Inf?
That's true. It is harder. Baseball, you know. I mean, never seen a play like that since Bo Jackson and prime time.
Prime time.
You know, but this guy Ohtani, he's just taking it to another level because you're looking at somebody that can get you 15 to 16 wins as a pitcher, plus 40 plus home runs. I mean, this guy is really putting in work. I mean, this guy, he can play, man. He can really play.
No, I get the work that he's putting in, and obviously it's impressive to be doing that statistically on both ends like that you just explained. But explain to the people why you feel as though it's harder to, go out there, pitch, and then turn around and bat all in the same game versus go out there, defend these wide receivers that got 4.5 speed, and then have to turn around and try to, be a receiver against these cornerbacks, who are very talented, very strong as well. Like, explain, just detail some like differences that you feel as though makes it harder to do in baseball.
So again, like with Ohtani pitching, he has that down pat. Again, like what Bat said, the hit of pitching in baseball is hard, especially these guys that got them curveballs and them sliders that's out of control. I mean, these dudes, Ohtani, he can get up there because he being that he's a pitcher, he knows exactly what the pitcher is going to throw. He knows the game because he's a pitcher himself. So being that he's a pitcher, I'm up at plate.
Does that make it easier?
No.
Does that make it easier though?
No. I wouldn't say it makes it easier because
let the baseball experts go. Does it make it easier though?
It makes it a little easier for him because he can tell exactly what being that. Say if he's down. He's got 2 strikes, 1 ball. He knows what the pitcher's going to give him again. He knows he's going to come with either fastball or breaking ball. He knows that. As a pitcher, he knows that.
And not exact no, but if it's right, it cuts the count.
But he knows the count. He knows what's going to come next.
What pitch should be made next?
Should be made
next. And he's been getting it right so far. Now, the cornerback that's guarding a 4-5 receiver, guess what? That cornerback can run 4-4-4-5 too, or he wouldn't be out there guarding the top receiver. And when he goes onto offense, he knows who he's playing against. He knows, man, if I cut right, he gonna know. So he could play them. Let him try that. Let him try that in the NFL. Let him try that.
Let me ask y'all this then. Do y'all in this, because it sounds like this is a technical thing where y'all are leaning on choosing baseball, and it sounds like a technical thing. Are y'all taking in the physical considerations in y'all take right now?
Why you think he can't pitch now? He's hurt, right? So
they play 160 games.
And injured, right? So definitely taking in the physical part of the game.
Oh yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah. Okay.
Pitching 100, throwing 100 pitches in a game is not easy.
That's why they got to ice up. That's why pitchers don't pitch every 2-3 games. They pitch like every 8 to 10
Yeah,
days.
they can't even pitch every day. They pitch once a week. Once a week.
Yeah.
So I guess my
it's wear and tear.
They pitch once a week, just like football players play once a week.
I guess my closing question is: should he continue in his career playing both ways, or should he choose one?
No,
he should choose. He should choose one.
Ooh,
he should because he's gonna continue on getting injured. That once you get that type of injury, where he's gonna be out for a while. He's got to make a decision to say, what am I better at, pitching or hitting? But it makes it.
Yeah, I would say he would have to choose. And the way he pitches, I would say I would choose pitching because he's a dominant pitcher.
Yeah. I defer to my, baseball experts. I mean, these guys been playing baseball their entire lives, been watching baseball their entire lives. They understand the intricacies of the game. That's why you don't hear no resistance from me. If they feel like he should choose, shoot, I'm on board.
They're not going to pay him for doing both. They're not going to pay him for doing one.
Money.
He said, hold on. What did you say?
They're not going to pay him for doing one. So
they're not going to pay him for doing one. Why wouldn't they?
Only
because he's going to want both.
If he's as great as a pitcher as everybody's saying, of course they would pay him just to do one. What are you talking about?
No, he's not that great of a pitcher. He's an average pitcher. He's a good pitcher. He's a better hitter.
Oh, he's not that good of a pitcher?
No, it's not that he's not that good. He's good. He's good.
What is his batting average?
Bro, he's got like the most home runs in the national in the AL.
304 is a 304 batting average really
That's
good?
Amazing. That's amazing.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Yeah. He's a better hitter. He's known for his hitting. He's a good pitcher. It's not the numbers aren't like his hitting.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like his hitting numbers are astronomical. His pitching numbers are like, okay, he's a good player. He's a good pitcher.
Hamstring, twisted ankle, and because he's that good of a hitter, that means he got to run to the base. Anything can happen to him playing. That's why in the National League, normally in the National League, when the pitcher gets on, they replace him.
I'll tell you why.
They replace him. Of course, he can get injured running those bases.
I'll tell you why they're not going to have him choose either. Because he's so good of a hitter, they're not going to say, hey, look, you can only pitch. That's not going to happen. And then the most important position in baseball is what? Pitching. So if you can add somebody like that to your depth chart, well, you got 4 guys out there that can pitch at 3.0 every night. Like you're not gonna ask that player to stop one or the other. Like a 3.0 is like good for it's good for like a third, like in a rotation. King, they got 4 or 5 guys.
So you're just gonna continue. So I get what you're getting at. So you're just gonna
Yeah.
continue to risk injury.
Of course. Of course, that's their best chance of winning a championship because pitching is most important in baseball. It doesn't. Their rotation is the most important thing. That's where most of the money goes is to the pitchers. If you have a good rotation with 5 really strong guys, that you're winning. So like your first 2 guys in your rotation are your best pitchers. Shohei would probably be second or third in that rotation. He's not going to be first. And he might on that team. He might. I don't know how good the pitching is on the Angels.
Right.
So he might be the number one guy over there. But normally on a good pitching team, he'd be like second or third in rotation. So if you have a rotation that's that good and can win baseball games every night, hitting doesn't really matter sometimes. If your pitchers are holding teams to 2-3 runs a night, so it's like
okay. Well, beautiful. What we got?
Like if you take him and put him on, like if he was on Tampa Bay with they pitching,
oh my gosh,
he'd be like a fourth. He would be like a 4th starter.
Yeah,
because that's how good.
Okay, so he's a better hitter.
Okay. He would be a 4th starter. That's how good they pitching staff is.
On an average baseball team, he'd probably be second or third in rotation. They usually have about 5 guys, and the guy that pitches 5th usually gets rocked.
Okay.
Like right now, he's the ace on the Angels. He's the ace.
Yeah, which says a lot, and that's probably why the Angels, that's why the Angels aren't very good. That's why the Angels aren't very good. Okay, this will be fun.
We have our monthly, and we got some other topics to get to.
You said monthly. We did this last week.
No, we didn't. No, we didn't.
Or 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks
No,
ago.
it wasn't 2 weeks ago. No, it wasn't. No,
yes,
it was.
No, it wasn't. Well, let's do it. Air Jordan versus LeBron.
Pull up the date. Pull up the date. Look, we got other topics. So we got topics. So make a new point. Make a new case. If you didn't never make a case, just make a case in general. And then we'll move on. So, our monthly King James versus Air Jordan segment. I just wanted the floor is anybody's first to go.
This might be the last topic before the predictions, King. Just so you know, I don't know if we're gonna have time to do the rest of the. I don't know if we're gonna have time to do the rest of the topics.
No, wait, we're moving right now. So let's see.
At 9 o'clock, okay. At 9 o'clock, we gotta start predictions.
Let's see how we do with these topics. You're talking right now, so you're hurting it.
I'm just.
What we got?
I got Jordan. Come on, 6 championships.
I mean, you gotta bring something to the table right now.
Something to the table. What's the difference? It's nothing new you could bring to the table.
Oh.
It's nothing new. It's nothing. What? 6-0.
Nobody.
Dream teams, gold medals, MVP.
I don't think Info's here for this one, so this will be interesting.
6 MVPs in a championship.
You saying all things LeBron also got? You not saying nothing that LeBron also has?
6-0. That's
I got something for that. Anybody? You got something else, Batman?
6-0. Anybody else?
MJ or James? Why? Give something, some substance, some stats, something.
I think he's signed though. Good.
He's still here, but he's just. I always got Jordan. Just because in basketball, for me, I'm choosing the dominant scorer over the playmaker. So I don't think LeBron's not LeBron. LeBron could score, but he's not as lethal as Jordan. So I don't really, like I said, I didn't really get to see Michael Jordan play, so I don't like to be biased about it. But I've seen LeBron play. Those playoff runs really hurt him. Some of those playoffs runs really hurt his legacy.
And Jordan,
I think it's no. This is what I'll say about this. This is what I'll say about this. And I was thinking about this the other day, actually. So Jordan, when times got tough, stayed and won a chip. and they both won a chip, or they both won a chip around the same time in their career. So after 7 or 8 years, LeBron was like, you know what, I'm out. I'm gonna go win a chip somewhere else. Jordan stuck through it those 7 years, stayed on the same exact team, and won a chip almost the same exact time LeBron did. When they started winning chips is very similar in their career time wise. So that's just where because the margin is so slim, stuff like that is what puts Jordan over the edge to me. The 6-0 record, the winning the championships on one team, not leaving and joining other forces. That's just what puts Jordan over the edge. There's no wrong answer here. But that's just, for me, that's what puts Jordan over the edge. Slightly.
And
Yeah, I would agree with Gator what he said. Just, what he said is, I agree with what he said. Because even though I like LeBron is, he's doing just a little comparison, but he's like slightly behind him, just a little.
Look, I'm bringing one case to the table today. We'll revisit this when, because
we got different opinions. Yeah.
I mean, I can't wait to, till we get some, other folks on here that's actually bringing some insight.
Don't disrespect us. Don't disrespect us like that. Don't disrespect us like that.
I'm just saying. Bring some persuasive insight.
Let's hear those excuses from LeBron. Let's hear LeBron's excuses that you love to do.
It's not excuses. All I'm gonna say, this is my one point I'm making, and we moving on in topics. The one point I'm gonna make today on this case is the fact that I'm hearing double.
That's on you.
Is that me?
That's you.
Oh, that's me. What you mean that's me? Okay. The only case I'm gonna make on LeBron versus MJ today is simply a matter of dynasty. It's simply a matter of dynasties. I'm gonna go to dynasty route. Let me ask the panel. Are the San Antonio Spurs, were they a dynasty, yes or no?
Yes.
Yeah.
5 championships with the same trio. I think yes.
Yeah.
I think. Yeah. Are the Golden State Warriors, are they a dynasty, yes or no?
Yeah. Yes.
Yes. This is 2 dynasties that were in LeBron's era. In the 10 championships that LeBron been to, in the 10 chips that he's
Golden
been
State
to,
was in
LeBron's era.
All right.
I'm saying these are 10 chips. Out of 10 chips LeBron been to, 7 of the 10 were either against Golden State or San Antonio. Let me start right there. So in 7 of his 10 chips, he played 7 dynastic rosters. So that's we'll just start there. And then we look at Jordan, the argument to that, where people say, well, the reason why there wasn't no dynasties other than the Bulls and Jordan era was because Jordan. He didn't allow no other teams to be. He didn't allow any other teams in the NBA to be a dynasty. Well, that would make sense if in the finals he didn't see a different team every year. Every team out of the 6 finals he went to, 5 of the 6 were different teams. I would understand that argument if he saw the same team over and over and over. LeBron saw Golden State over, and literally 4 straight finals he saw Golden State. The San Antonio Spurs, he saw them 3 times in the finals. Are y'all really sitting here telling me that if the Showtime Lakers was in their prime playing with Jordan in Jordan's prime, and Jordan had to see the Showtime Lakers, the prime Showtime Lakers, 4 times, at least 4 times in the finals, he would have beat them all 4 times? Are we really considering that? This, when people talk about this 6-0 championship Jordan record, it irks my nerves. It irks my nerves.
If it was a wish, we all be rich.
Cool.
It didn't happen.
It is what it is. It is what it is.
I'm No. See, I don't talk like that. I don't talk like that. I'm a basketball savant. So I'm gonna talk like I have some context. I'm bringing context. Look, I'm bringing context. I'm not bringing to the table what is. That's like saying, yo, that dude, look, shoot, he was real good in basketball, but he wasn't because he was from the streets of inner city New York City. So he never ever was a good basketball player because nobody ever knew him. So how we can't no, that don't take away.
How does that make LeBron better than Jordan?
Anybody break
no, what I'm saying is,
I get what you're saying, but why does that make him better?
It's an argument both ways. In the Jordan sense, it's more so saying that stop this nonsense with that 6. Like people rely so much on that 6-0 thing as if he actually had a great. He actually had a. First of all, that is one of the biggest.
Go to and build a dynasty.
Why do you think Jordan versed 6 different teams? Because teams were panicking and had to build to try to beat him. There's so many different teams because they were trying to beat him. That's the type of. No one is building dynasties.
Magic Johnson in his prime went to the finals 9 times. That's it. Like you sitting here telling me that if he you look take that Boston Celtics team for example. They went to the finals 5 times in Larry Bird's era. You're telling me, right, that if MJ had to see them in the West, the Lakers, who else was and that's really the only team that you could really bring up in Jordan's era that could have had a chance to be in, but there was no team in Jordan's era that was that was aligned with the Bulls. It was the Bulls and then everybody else.
Can I ask you something?
Bulls and then everybody else. There was no other dynastic team in Jordan's era that we could sit here and say, yo, that team was freaking great, bro. One of the greatest or none. LeBron in his career got two dynastic programs in his career. 7 out of the 10 finals LeBron been to, he faced Spurs and Golden State rosters. So
yeah, but wouldn't you say that he were a dynasty too?
That's what.
Well, no. The question I want to ask King is why do you think? And I don't know, so I'm really asking you this. Like, why do you think the reason was that there was 6 different teams in the West that came out that year? Was it just because there was no good teams in the West, or just teams changed?
No, it's not
up?
that. It's not about. It wasn't. It's not about. I'm not arguing. Was there any good? There were good teams. I'm talking about.
No, but I'm asking you.
Dynasty right
okay,
now.
I'm saying.
I'm talking about when Magic kept coming out. When Magic Johnson with the Showtime Lakers was continuously, religiously coming out of the West. It is because they were a dynasty. Had Jordan had a foe in the West like that, because LeBron, for the most part, his career was in the East. If he had a formidable foe in the West that was continuously coming out of the West, like LeBron had with Golden State and the Spurs,
I see that opposite.
This would be a whole other conversation. There's no way Jordan is beating Showtime Lakers in their prime 6 times out of 6. It's just not happening. It wouldn't happen. So if he had to see them 4 times in the finals, I think everybody on this panel could agree that Jordan would have never won 4 out of 4 against the Showtime Lakers. Am I wrong?
Yeah, but if he wins 2, it's better than if he wins 2, it's better than what LeBron's doing. But that's not even the point. The point I'm asking, the point I was trying to make is I think you have it backwards. I think so. Like, there was no dynasty teams in the West because the Bulls were the dynasty team. There was teams.
No, the Bulls were in the East.
Oh, East. Sorry, East. Sorry, East. Whatever. What? Yeah, but he gets what I'm trying to say. They
I'm talking about the finals right now.
That's what I'm talking about. So there was the teams in the West. I'm sure there were teams in the West trying to beat Chicago. I'm sure they were doing things to be like, wow, this is a dynasty. We need to do something to beat this team. That's how dominant Michael Jordan was. Nobody's doing that with LeBron. No one's saying, "Oh, we need to put a dynasty team to beat LeBron." We need to make a good team to make LeBron.
That is a horrible take. That is a horrible
It's
take.
not, because there was nobody. Nobody was scared of LeBron.
Bro, you're lost. The Golden State Warriors and the Spurs were definitely doing everything they could because they knew who they was
They
about to
already
see in
had that
finals with
team.
LeBron James.
The Spurs had that team. The Spurs had that team already.
But they added Kawhi Leonard to defend guys like LeBron James.
Didn't they draft Kawhi Leonard?
I said they added pieces like Kawhi Leonard. So
that's a lot different. That's a lot different. That's a lot different. That's adding to a dynasty already. All
right, but you just said the teams in the West was gearing up for Jordan. That's the reason why it was always another team. The same way in the West, they were continuously gearing up for LeBron because they knew that they would see LeBron.
They were gearing up to. They were gearing up to beat Golden State. They were gearing up to beat Golden State. LeBron was the one gearing up. LeBron was the one gearing up.
You could ask any NBA affiliate were teams gearing up to stop LeBron in the league. Yes. There's no doubt about that.
Not as much as Jordan. Not as much as Jordan. LeBron was the one getting the teams together. LeBron was the one gearing up to beat the dynasties.
But this is not my argument. A lot of guys say LeBron, he's 4-10 in the NBA Finals. 4-10.
I don't really care about that record. I don't really care about that.
Okay, cool. That's your take. And so let's move you to the side.
The amount of finals that he had in a row is crazy.
Let's move you to the side. A lot of people's main argument is LeBron is 4-10 out of 10 in the finals, and Jordan is 6 out of 6.
No,
I just came to just eradicate that whole freaking.
It matters, King. It matters, but not as much as people say. It matters.
Let's contextualize that.
Same era. LeBron was irrelevant.
I'm bringing context to the.
Let me ask you a question.
I'll end it right here. All I'm doing today is simply bringing context to why LeBron is 4 out of 10 in the finals and why Jordan is 6 out of 6. That was my argument that I presented to prove that. If Jordan would have had to see the Showtime Lakers in their prime 4 times in the NBA Finals like LeBron did with the Golden State Warriors 4 times in the NBA Finals, there's no freaking way Jordan is beating the Showtime Lakers in their prime 4 times out of 4.
He doesn't need to beat them 4 times. He doesn't need to beat them 4 times. I'm
bringing context to Jordan's 6 out of 6 perfect record.
Bron is 1-3.
Hold on. The Phoenix Suns with Charles Barkley, the Seattle Supersonics, the Portland Trailblazers. Are we serious? What was the other one? The over the hill Lakers.
Here's those LeBron excuses again. Poor LeBron.
It's not excuses.
It is.
It's not excuses.
But your context. Okay, so Jordan beats the Lakers once.
LeBron had to see the Warriors 7 times.
And he went 1-3. And he went 1-3.
You want to talk about primes, right?
I'm closing with this. I will take those Golden State and those San Antonio Spurs rosters over any team Jordan saw in the finals. Period. And I'll end it right there. Over any team. Any team Jordan seen in those finals, I'm taking the Warriors and the San Antonio Spurs rosters over the Seattle Supersonics with Gary Payton and Sean Kemp. I'm taking them over the Portland Trailblazers. I'm taking them over.
To beat Chicago.
No, I'm taking those teams. I'm taking those teams are better than the teams
that Jordan verse.
Those teams are better than the teams that Chicago played. The Spurs rosters and the Golden State rosters were better than the teams that LeBron played in the finals. Period.
I don't like your Showtime Lakers example at all. And that's not even an argument.
And that's not even an argument.
I don't like your Showtime. I don't like your Showtime Lakers.
That's what I'm coming with today.
I don't like your Showtime Lakers.
LeBron would have played in the same era when Jordan was winning those championships. LeBron James would just be a regular basketball player.
Now you just gone too far. Look, you be going too far.
No, King. The only thing I don't like about your take. That's
my take. You like it or not, that's my take. I'm just saying. That's the point of this whole thing.
No, the only thing I don't like about the take is with the Showtime Lakers thing, you're acting like No, you can. He can, but he's acting like Jordan has to beat them 3 times. LeBron went 1-3 against the the Warriors. If Jordan
No.
won one of those series, you would what would you say?
No, see, Christian, you keep missing it. That's what I'm saying. Everybody leans on the perfect finals record of Michael Jordan.
Well,
Like
those people are stupid.
Okay. See, that's why I tried to put you aside in this conversation, but you keep stepping in. But I'm saying everybody like loves the never lost the finals, Michael Jordan. Like,
well, but you could do
nobody.
No,
he
but
didn't
you
play
can
nobody.
But you can do that when the players are so close together. You definitely can. That is an edge.
All right,
You can't deny that. You can't. You're trying to like push it to the side completely.
No, I'm trying to tell people the truth. Period.
Because LeBron went to more finals, correct?
Yeah, he did. But I'm just saying he made 10. He went to 10. Jordan went to 6. But I'm just saying,
if Jordan played 4 more, of course
the 6 losses that LeBron has, 5 of 6 of them is against Golden State or San Antonio. And that's what people don't want. People want to just skirt over that. Like, as if 5 out of the 6 losses LeBron got in the finals is against the Golden State Warriors and the San Antonio Spurs. Give me those Golden State Warriors rosters and those San Antonio Spurs rosters over any team LeBron ever saw in his finals.
Okay, so what's his record? What's his record? Wait. What's his record? Last question. We'll move on. What's his record outside of those series? What's his record in finals outside of those series? Just curious.
4-5.
No, I'm saying outside of those series. So he's 4-1.
4-1. 4 out of 5. Excuse me. 4 out of 5.
4 out of 5. I was about to say.
Yeah.
He's still not 6-0, King.
If
he was 5-0 in those series, if he was 5,
you missed my whole debate.
No, I took those series. I took those series out of it.
He lost 1. Stop it.
Yo, King, I gotta sign up.
All right. What's our next one? I love you. Love you, Batman.
How special is Ronald Acuna's 30-60 historical season that he's having on the Braves?
I really need to get out.
Do you mean by 60 steals? Is that what you mean by 60? What is the 30-60? I know home runs. What's the 60? Steals?
It's steals, yes.
Okay.
I need to get our baseball aficionado to answer this one. And I'm happy you're here. Thank you for being here, Inf.
Yeah.
How impressive is Ronald's Acuna's 30-60 historical season? Like put into context how special it is, if it is.
Yeah, it is special because they haven't been done in a long time, and I've seen a couple of games with this dude. I mean, he's really putting in some work, and I like what he's doing because he's bringing more excitement to the game and stuff like that, stills and all that. But he's real good. He's real good. He's doing something that people haven't seen in a long time. And nobody haven't done that in a good while too. So it's good to see that.
How difficult is it to steal this many bases in the major leagues?
It's hard. It's hard because you got catchers back there that got arms, and this guy, he's picking his time to steal, and he's doing a good job at it. He's doing a very good job. Like I said, you got pitchers, back catchers, you got arms, and some of these pitches, they can read the pickoff, and they can catch him, but he's just killing them, and he's not being caught. That's how good he is. I haven't seen that since when whatchamacallit was doing that. His name Dion and all them was doing stuff like that, stealing bases like that, getting putting pressure on the pitcher, and that's what he's putting major pressure on that pitcher, and he's coming up with a lot of steals, getting hits when he at bat, he's hitting. He's just an all around player,
And so how is he going about the steals? Is it on the release of the pitch, or is it like how is he, like, why is he so successful, right? Like, what is what's the intricacies behind why he's so successful at it? Like, is it because he's fast? Is it because, like, what is it?
I was watching one game with him, and I saw him still like two bases in one game. I'm looking at him, and I'm watching. I'm like, yo, he's gonna go. As soon as that pitcher picked up his leg, he was gone. And by the time the catcher got the ball, he was already at the doggone base already. It was too late. And he just, as the pitcher releasing, he's making his move because he's reading that pitcher. If you got a pitcher that's slow to home plate, he got you. You can forget it. If you slow going to home plate with that ball, he's taking off. He's taking off.
Wow.
And, and he knows the pitches because he sees them a lot, and he reads a lot of pitches. And he watching them. If they got a high leg kick, that's it. He's going that leg kick high. That's it.
What does
That's it.
that? What does that mean?
Like if a pitcher is pitching and they that right leg or left, depending on what they're lefty or righty, if they kick that leg up real high, that's because you taking more time to get the ball to
It's
home
like a
plate.
release. It's like a release in basketball, King. Some people shoot fast. Some people take a while.
That high leg kick, and you taking a longer time to get in the home. So if that's a high leg kick, he's gone. He's out of there. That you could count that as stolen base. And
Wow.
he's just right. And then like when he's still from second, third, same thing. He watches the catcher on that one. He watches the catcher to see how the catcher sets up. If he sets up outside, inside. If he sets up outside, the catcher, he won't go because it's an easier throw to third.
Easier. Okay.
For
But
the
if he
catcher
sets up inside.
Yeah, if he sets up inside, that's a steal right there. Because if he sets up inside, the catcher got to go around the batter to get that ball at third base. So and that's where he get. He gets all his steals that way. The guy is good, man. I'm like I said, I watched a few games, but I'm like, yo, this guy is real good, man. He's still in like crazy.
So you would say it's a combination between mind and speed.
Yeah, mind and speed. Yeah. But the guy is good. He's fast. Then he reads. He studies the game. He studies the pitches. He studies the catches, everything. And he's doing good. And when he comes to the plate, the guy is hitting too. Like man, you like you got like a whole package right there. You got the whole package. That's why he made the All-Star game this year. Yeah. So he's good though. He's good.
Is he in legit contention for league MVP?
100%.
But he's a national lead. He probably could
He'll
get
win
it.
the NL. He'll win the NL. Shohei will win the AL. There's not one MVP, and they pick one for each conference in baseball.
For each conference. So Shohei is hurt though right now for the rest of the season. He'll still win.
He's hitting, but
he's hitting though. He'll probably win it. Yeah.
He'll probably win it in the AL.
There's no competition really because Judge has been hurt. Yeah, there's no.
Judge is hurt. If Judge wouldn't have got hurt at the time he got hurt, Judge probably because he was leading the league in home runs. He had like 22 or 21 or something like that. And when he got hurt and was out for a whole month, that would kill him. And then Ohtani just went on a tear because Ohtani was like 3, 4 home runs behind him at the time when Judge was still playing. So, but if Judge wouldn't have got hurt, Judge would have probably won the MVP again.
Wow. And so this guy in the NL, he's in the NL, right, or AL?
Yeah, NL.
Do you want me to put it into a little perspective, King?
So you're saying he should win it?
Yeah, in the NL. Yeah,
he will.
Yeah, he will.
And I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why. I'll give you a little perspective here to really, like, if we want to really appreciate what he's done this year. He's the first player to ever in the history of baseball hit 30 home runs and get 60 steals in a season. First player ever. Since that's happened, he's gotten better. He's gotten more. I think he has 63 steals now, and I think 32 home runs. He has something. He has the potential to do something that we may never ever see in our lifetime, and get 40, 70. So, like 30 and 60 can be replicated. If there's a speedy guy that can hit 30 home runs, isn't like mind-boggling in today's MLB. Like it's a really good season, but it's not like there's gonna be a lot of people that hit 30. So
of course.
60 steals makes that
of course
crazy. There's only been 4 players in MLB history to get 70 steals. ever.
Yeah.
So in MLB history to reach that 70 mark. So if he goes for the 40-70 this year, that record may be kept forever. And forget all that. He's batting 331. I think leads the NL.
Wow.
Yeah, he leads the NL with batting average.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah. So like put that into perspective. Like
insane.
That's
Yeah.
like when guys go to 40-40, 40 home runs, 40 steals. He's way over that right now. He's way over that right now.
Now
He's
330 is sick. 330 is sick. That's
So
sick.
you bat 330 in the MLB. That's that's crazy because I mean you really at that plate getting hits every time you step
He
up to the
leads
plate.
he's second in the MLB, first in the NL. Corey Seager leads the AL with
That's
batting
basically you
batting
getting a hit.
341.
You getting a hit or two a game. You
Yeah,
getting about a hit a game.
yeah, pretty much. Yeah, yep. Yeah,
Wow.
Corey
Wow.
leads the AL.
He's actually
Wow.
second. He's actually second in the NL. Freddie Freeman's leading it with 337. Acuna's batting 334. He's fourth in the MLB in batting average.
Hey,
Second in the NL. But go ahead.
Thank you for that insight, and Gator, make sure you make sure you post that insight, a little bit on that insight that he gave with this historical season that Ronald Acuna is having on our social. Make sure we get that on there. What is our next topic? We got it. We almost we're closing.
We're just gonna skip these last two and go straight. Unless you want,
what was it?
We could talk about Christian Wood next week.
Oh, I really wanted to talk about that.
Well,
but I
there's
guess
also the. I'll let you talk about this one because you put it in there, and it's gonna happen this weekend. It's gonna happen this weekend. Coco Gauff is playing in the U.S.
Oh yeah. What's your? Do you know a little bit?
She's in the finals.
Yeah.
American.
Coco Gauff, is she gonna win her first U.S. Open this weekend?
She's playing the number two. She's playing the number two. I forgot what her name is. 6 versus 2. 6 in the world versus 2nd in the world.
I think she will because Coco Gauff, I've been watching her for a minute now. She's been doing good. She was playing like the last game she just played. She was playing hard, and from the time when she started when she was 14, when I was watching her, to now, she's got way better. Like her errors and forced errors, all that got lower. She don't make those forced errors no more. She's been playing real good. I don't know if her coach, they worked on that, her forced errors and stuff, because she used to make a lot of forced errors. And she used to get upset and, start crying and stuff like that. But she's been playing much better. Like the last couple of tournaments I watched her, she's been playing real good. Even like the French Open, I think she came up short of the
finals.
quarterfinals. The quarterfinals. Yeah, I think the quarterfinals or semifinals, she came up short. So, this might be the next Macon in tennis. Might be another star. She's playing real good though. She's playing good.
Does she have a Serena ceiling, or you don't see that? Or do she at least have a? And Venus is very good, so I don't want to say at least have a, but or do she have a Venus ceiling?
It's too young to tell.
I would say Venus because she remind me of a Venus, tall, long, so she remind me of a Venus. She's not more like Serena with the power and stuff.
No, when I say do she have a Venus or Serena ceiling, I mean just in terms of can she be that good?
Yeah, she can. She can.
Oh, okay.
She can.
She's only 19. It's too early. And she's 6th in the world already. 19 years old, King 6th in the world. 6th in the world ranking. Like, why not?
Yeah.
Why not?
She's that's
this would definitely be her first step. This would definitely be a first step to that. I wonder how young did Serena when she won her first major? Does anybody know that off the top of their head? How old she was when she won her first major?
I think she was either 20 think
Yeah,
she's
so
20 or 20.
Coco Gauff is right there. Like, if she does it
Yeah,
this year, she's on pace. You know,
yeah,
if she wins the U.S. Open, she'll jump from 6 to
to number
4.
one.
I don't know if she'll be 1, but she'll definitely jump to probably at least to 3. I would assume. She's playing a Belarusian player, Ariana
Yeah,
Sablenka
I'm
from
definitely going. I'm
out of
definitely going to tune
Belarus.
in. I'm definitely going to tune in, man. I want to see. I want to see how good this Coco is, man. This young
Good, man.
talent is, man.
Yeah, go
I was
USA.
watching,
She got to
I
bring
was
home the
watching
title.
last
She got
night.
to bring home a title.
Yeah, I was watching it last night. She, and like I said, like like from when she first started, I watched like a lot of forced errors she was making, like on serves or just volleying the ball back. She was like overthinking it and hitting the ball out of bounds and stuff like that. But now she calmed down on those, and she's putting the ball, she's placing the ball good. She's quick. She's able to move and stuff on the court. It's just hopefully this weekend she can get it done. Let's see.
Right.
I will
It
be
is
tuning in
It
watching.
is tomorrow at 4 p.m. I don't know if it's
Yeah,
Eastern time,
I'll
but
be
it is tomorrow. So good luck to Coco. She got to bring it
Yeah.
home.
All right. Let's do
We're gonna go to the
predictions.
last one. Yeah, we're gonna go to the
Yeah.
last one.
Let's do.
We'll save the other 2 for Monday.
Yeah.
I
Let's do
got a
week 1.
nice little graphic for you, King. I know you like
Oh, we
graphics,
got a
so
graphic up.
yeah, we got graphics.
Whoa! You know I love.
We'll start with
What a
we'll
graphic at.
start
I don't see it. Excited.
we'll, we'll start with I'll put it over my face. We'll start with
No, I love when we're making improvements in the show, man. Like, cause a lot of the recognition that we recently just got on our socials was because of the beautiful production, the fine graphics that Gator put together, and so had a lot of activity in our social comments, and so I just love, when you improve, when you build upon your stuff, man, great things happen. And so I get excited when we're building, production.
yeah,
Oh, I love the graph.
me and
That's
King
a
are
beautiful
gonna
graph.
me and King are gonna have fun with this one. I know we're not gonna be able to get. I know a lot of people are gonna come and go off the show and make predictions on themselves, but me and King will be here for all 16 weeks, so it's gonna be fun to see who has the better record at the end, or who has the better percent. We could even do percentages if you're not making picks every week. So
Bro, we
if you
could go
want to
on
make a
percentage.
prediction, yeah, we could go on percentages. So even if you
And
were only here for 3 times,
can
so
you
we'll
see the
start with
graphic?
Inf. We will start with Inf. I
Yeah.
will read him the matchups. We'll start with Inf. I don't know who you had on Thursday, so I'll just leave that as is for now. But Bengals, Browns, who you
Like,
got?
who like, I just want to know, who did you have yesterday?
I
Yeah.
had the Chiefs.
You
Okay,
did? You
so
had the
I had
we'll
Chiefs?
put.
the Chiefs.
I appreciate the honesty. I had the Chiefs too. Jeez, that's a bad start. We're 0-1. Let's fix it. Let's fix
Oh
it.
yeah, right.
Let's fix it. We're 0-1. We got a 0 percentage right now. So let's fix it. Bengals, Browns, who you got?
Bengals,
Jags, Colts.
Wow.
Colts.
Wow.
Ooh.
Oh,
Ooh,
over Trevor?
Panthers,
Wait, hold on, hold
Panthers.
on, hold on, hold on. I know we doing predictions. I know.
That's why I
But
want no King. This
we
is why I
got
wanted a
hold
half
on,
hour. This is why I wanted a half hour.
I gotta know why he chose the Colts over the resurgence of these Jacksonville Jaguars. I just real quick.
4.5-point favorites. We even got the spreads on the
I
graphic,
think
King, right in the
they
middle.
I like their quarterback. The Colts are a better team. Colts are
You
better.
like Anthony Richardson, is you saying?
Yeah,
Over
yeah.
Trevor
And you feel as though
Lawrence?
they're the what about the Colts right now do you feel is a better team than Jacksonville? Like defensively, offensively, the D line, what is it?
Yeah, the Colts, they D line is good. I like their D line. Their D line is good. They
Forrest
D line,
Buckner, man. He's a
their
beast.
offense is pretty decent. So
With no Jonathan Taylor. No Jonathan Taylor, by the way.
yeah, but I go with the Colts though. I like the
Okay.
Colts.
Upset.
I'll
Hey.
leave you alone.
That's an
I'll leave you
upset
alone.
pick. So we got the
That's an
Panthers.
upset pick. That would
They
be
are
a huge
three and a
upset.
half point underdogs in Atlanta. Who you got?
Uh,
Panthers, Falcons.
Panthers, Falcons. I'll go with Falcons. My man is back.
Who?
Texas.
Back after the injury.
Who?
They
Kyle Pitts?
hurt. Yeah.
Oh, Kyle Pitts.
Oh, Kyle Pitts. Okay. Go ahead, Gator. Oh. Texans, Baltimore. Who you got?
Baltimore.
Baltimore. You back, Gator? Cardinals, Commanders. Who you got?
Commanders.
Commanders over Cardinals. Okay. Titans or Saints? Who you got?
Titans.
Wow. Okay. 49ers, Steelers. Great matchup. Who you taking?
Steelers.
Sheesh, Gator, I know you heard that one. We can't hear you, Gator. You better fix that. Oh my gosh. Buccaneers. Yeah, we can hear you. Yeah. Go ahead, Gator. You can go. You can go, Gator. Go ahead. Buccaneers, Vikings.
Vikings.
Nice. Green Bay, Chicago. Interesting divisional matchup. That's in Chicago.
Interesting. Chicago.
Oh wow. Okay. I want to know who you picking here.
Denver.
Sheesh.
No, that's crazy. I like the Chargers.
I know who he gonna say because he wants the Dolphins to lose.
Yeah, I like the Chargers. Yeah.
He biased.
I don't like the Eagles. I go with the Patriots. I don't like the Eagles.
Wow. We have to post this, Gator. He's going great. Patriots over the Eagles. Football is back, baby. Let's go. Who you got? LA at Seahawks.
I go with the Rams.
What is going on? Yeah, I'm about to look. He's just so many underdog picks here. I'm about to put the bet. I'm about to put the bet in. Go ahead, Gator. Oh, Cowboys at Giants. You got Cowboys. I know who he's picking here.
The Jets.
Wait, hold on, and put your analytical hat on, and don't put your fan. I don't want to see it. Don't put your fandom hat on right now. Put your analytical hat on right now, and look, he can't even bring himself to do it.
Pull it out. I think they can pull it out. Yeah. They can pull it out. The Jets can pull it out.
Okay. Beautiful. Let's make sure we post his predictions, his week 1 predictions on the socials. Yes. Beautiful. I mean, this is interesting. I mean, just real quick before you refresh it. I mean, just to see, we got Deshaun Watson. You took the graphic down. I want to see his pick. You got that's okay. Because I just wanted to talk. You're right about that. I just wanted to talk a little bit about. There you go. You got the Bengals over Deshaun Watson, which is not. I mean, that's not a horrible. I just thought, Deshaun. We got to see what Deshaun Watson's coming with. I know. We're talking again. We're reviewing it.
Yeah,
We're
yeah.
reviewing it.
You got to see what Deshaun gonna bring.
Washington's coming with. So and you got the Colts over Jaguars. You got Trevor Lawrence with Calvin Ridley, with Christian Kirk, Travis Etienne, Tank Bigsby. I mean, I like that was a bold pick right there. Bold pick. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes down. I'm looking forward to seeing your picks, though. I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna study your picks so that I could, go on FanDuel and make a bet based on your picks. Cause you made it. That was a lot of hot picks right there. I can't lie. I'm gonna go with no, I'll go real quick. I got the Lion. I had the Lions, so disclaimer, all right? So I had the Lions. I'm gonna go ahead and go with Deshaun Watson week 1. You got Joe Burrow coming off that calf injury. He still could feel it. He's healed. He's playing, but he can still feel it. Give me Deshaun Watson. Give me the Jacksonville Jaguars or the Indianapolis Colts. Inf was going crazy with that one. I don't know who was going crazy. Give me the Jacksonville Jaguars with the Trevor Lawrence. I believe in Trevor Lawrence. At first I didn't, but I came to the grips that I do. Man, I just don't see the Panthers being able to stop the Falcons' run game. With the new running back that they just got out of Texas. And so I don't see them being. And then they also got on the outside. They got the receiver. They got the tight end Kyle Pitts. Drake London, the receiver, and the running back out of Texas. I don't know. I forget his name. Bijan Robinson. Yeah. So I don't see. Yeah, I got Falcons. Of course, give me the Ravens against the Texans at home. Of course. That's a great question. I love I love this defensive coordinator who's now the head coach in Texas. But give me the Ravens to win. Give me the Commanders over the Cardinals. Give me the Saints over the Titans. Saints over the Titans. Matter of fact, I lied. Saints not ready for that. Give me the Titans over the Saints. That Saints not ready for that though. They're not ready for Mike Vrabel, Derrick Henry, D Hop. They not ready for that. And that defense, they not ready for that. If you taking off, thank you for joining the show. This is what we closing with this. So if you sticking around, of course, you stick around.
I gotta run out.
And thank you for joining the show today.
Peace. All right.
Give me the Titans over the Saints, man. Saints not ready, man. Give me the 40. Give me the Steelers 49ers. Whoo. I don't see you putting my picks. I don't. Oh, you already hovered over the Steelers? Nah, give me the 49. I ain't gonna do that to the Steelers. Give me the 49ers. Steelers not ready for that. They're not ready for that. They're gonna play hard. It's gonna be interesting, but they're not ready for that. Ooh, they're at home. Ooh. You know how hard these Steelers about to play to try to win this game? Physical. Oh my goodness. This is a hard freaking pick, man. Do I think the Steelers make enough plays to win this game? Handle Brock Purdy, handle that run. Give me the 49ers. I can't do it. They got too much talent over there, 49ers. Give me the 49ers. Give me the Vikings. Give me at home. Give me the Green Bay Packers over the Bears. I think the run game of the Packers is going to be too much for the Chicago Bears. So give me the Packers. You said I said Justin Fields the best. Wait, you talking about? Wait, what? What'd you say? He is. But he's one guy. He's one guy. When you can't stop the run, that doesn't bode well for you. So I'm trusting the run game of Aaron Jones and AJ Dillon against the Chicago Bears defense. Give me the Las Vegas Raiders in this matchup. It's just too much for the Broncos to overcome, in my opinion, without no Jerry Jeudy. I lied. You're right. Give me the Broncos. You're right. Give me the Broncos. I'll take the Broncos in that matchup. Give me the potential shootout between the Dolphins and the Chargers. I'm that's a potential shootout. Potential. Give me this Kellen Moore offensive coordinator led Joe Burrow attack that the Chargers might be coming with against this defense in Miami. Give me the Philadelphia Eagles over the Patriots. I'm not even playing around with that. Phillies is not playing. Give me the Seahawks over the Rams. Give me the boys over the Giants, and give me the Jets, Jets versus the Bills. I'm lying. Give me the Bills and stop playing. The Jets ain't ready for this week 1 matchup versus the Bills, man. Jets ain't ready for this. Oh, yeah. That's going to be an amazing Super Bowl, by the way. But yeah, go ahead. Yes, it is. And they hitting too. Let me get a screenshot of this so that I could bet this. Facts. Go ahead, Gator. Do your thing, bud. You're mute, Gator. There you go. It's more so skeptical than high on them. What? Oh, you lost your mind. You lost your mind. You lost your You lost your mind. You lost your mind. You lost you lost your mind. You lost you lost your mind. You lost your mind. If you think that if you think the Vikings are about to we totally disagree. We totally disagree. Run game. The offensive line run game. It's one of the top 10 offensive line in football. I did I disagree. You lost your mind. But Bills is out for blood this year. But those are Gators week 1 predictions. Take them, save them, take them. Make sure you post them tomorrow so that people, got something to, bet. If they want to lean on your picks for some bets, let them go ahead. Well, I mean, so forget it real quick. What's your 2 locks this week? And wait, are we doing money line? Are we doing outright wins, or are we doing the spread? Oh, okay. 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 That's your lock. Um, I guess my lock is going to be these Vikings. I like the Vikings to cover that 5. I don't think the Buccaneers offense is good enough to score with the Vikings. Yeah, it might be a high scoring game, but I just think the Vikings got a little more offensive firepower. That's my lock. I'm really love for my lock. I'm gonna go ahead and go with these Rams with that +5.5, man. Like people are sleeping. Yeah, I mean I understand that, but like just straight up just like yeah, I understand that. It's just this Rams team is not no pushovers neither though. They do have Matthew Stafford back, unlike last season when he was out. Like this is a completely different team. So when you got Max Stafford at the helm, and then you got Cam Akers running the football 30 times down your throat, as the Seahawks run defense is horrible. So give me the Rams that +5.5. Yeah, give me the Rams that +5.5. So my 2 locks is the Rams +5.5. Oh yeah, okay. Watch that cash right now. I'll put that in. Let me screenshot that. Hold on. Let me get that screenshot real quick. Um, Thank you everybody that tuned in today. We will be posting these on our show shoes again. Thank you for everybody that tuned in. Please join the show. Big ups, big ups to Nth Gray, and Batman for coming through the show today, and blessing us with their takes. Thank you. And they were our baseball aficionados today. So we for our baseball topic. So we really appreciate our baseball people for coming in and giving us some insight on baseball, on our baseball topics. Again, this show was built and designed for the people. Like we're just hosts. Like we have to talk in these topics, in these sports topics, just because it's just us. Like it's always us and like only 2 other people, 3 other people. So we're forced to give our takes, but really, we just want to be hosts
Thank
to
you,
the
March.
sports world. We want to be hosts to the sports world. We want to. Yeah, right, Marge.
No, 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 no,
This
no,
guy
no.
runs.
No, no,
This guy
my
runs
mic
his
was not
mouth.
working for like 20 minutes on stream. It is what it is. Yikes.
Like in general. Oh, I
Yeah,
thought you meant
you
like
can
that
only
somebody
hear
was
me.
talking.
You can only hear
Oh
me.
my god.
Yeah.
So no, but we want to give like we're just hosts. We want to give the sports world the floor. We want y'all to talk about these topics. We want look. I'm gonna end it with this tonight. Our under big dog quote, if you will. It's our what is it called? A mission statement, if you will. Our mission statement is a quote. If you love sports, make talking sports a part of your livelihood. It's therapeutic, man. So that's just If you love sports, make talking sports a part of your livelihood. Come on the show. Allow us to be the host and just provide the topics, and y'all deliberate it. Y'all talk about it. Y'all discuss it. All right? Everybody that came
Enjoy
today,
week one, everybody. Enjoy week
enjoy
one.
week one of NFL football. Enjoy your weekend.